everyone. Today I'm joined by Anita Chagar, the Strategic Partnerships Manager at Heathrow Airport. Thank you so much, Anita, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So my first question to you is, would you just mind introducing yourself and telling our audience what your role means for Heathrow Airport?
Yeah, sure. So as you said, my name is Anita Chagar and I work at Heathrow Airport as Strategic Partnerships Manager. Sure. So that means I hold responsibility for our commercial relationships with some of our airlines that operate at the airport.
Sure, thank you. And since becoming as a Strategic Partnerships Manager at Heathrow, how does your role help promote EDI and inclusion in Heathrow spaces? And why is this important to workforces, passengers, and Heathrow's image overall?
So I think an element of my role means that I should have a really strong cultural understanding, because I deal with airlines that are based all across the world. And knowing little things like, well, they're not even little, they're significant things like cultural events, religious festivals, elements of the culture of these airlines is really important to establishing those relationships with them, the colleagues that I have to interact with and engage with on a regular basis. And I think that just shows that notice and care that at Heathrow we really champion as part of our service signatures, and we use with our passengers. So why not also apply them to the colleagues that we work with across Team Heathrow and beyond?
Sure, thank you. So since coming to the end of your tenure as lead of Enhance, what are some of the notable achievements Enhance has accomplished in the past 2 years?
So there's been a few things. We launched the My Name Is campaign earlier this year, which was all about raising awareness of the mispronunciation and misspelling of people's names and the impact it can have on individuals, and really raising awareness of that and solutions for helping us address those kind of issues. We also held an event earlier this year to mark Race Equality Month, where we had a guest speaker and also a colleague panel event, and our theme was around mixed race and the mixed race experience, really giving those kind of individuals an opportunity to talk about their lived experiences.
It's interesting you say that, because we don't always recognize sort of those that are in the grey area, but they're absolutely important in the diversity in the workforce as well.
Yeah, and I think really spotlighting the variety of experiences that individuals can have has helped us really boost our membership of the network, which has increased in 200% over the past 2 years.
Well done.
And that just really shows that people are here to learn more about equality, diversity, and inclusion, and want to be more active participants in that space. That's
good. Actually, on that side note as well, are the people that are joining as members, are they of Black, Asian, minority ethnic groups, or are they also of white descent as well?
It is a wide mix from across the airport.
Fascinating. So it's literally everyone wants to join in.
And it is open to anyone.
Of course, So what would be your strategy or advice to other airports who may not be placing enough importance on EDI at the workforce?
I think it's really important to place emphasis on equality, diversity, and inclusion, because what we want is individuals to show up every day to work their best selves, bringing their best selves to work. And the only way that can really be achieved is if they can feel like they are themselves, and that is exactly what we as a business want. The vision of the Enhanced Network has always been that your culture and ethnicity is one of your greatest assets for yourself and the business. So I think that can be expanded across more broadly to all elements, and businesses should really champion that.
Absolutely, completely agree. So what are the real benefits you are seeing EDI have on Heathrow recruiters?
Well, definitely, I think all of the new recruits are coming in. They're finding out about our range of networks that we have, diversity networks, and seeing that they have spaces that they can belong to, communities where they can be seen, they can be heard, they can be understood, and that there is actually just a breadth of experience, and that diversity is there, and we're here to celebrate it.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So alternatively, what are the detriments that you are seeing happen when organizations are not promoting EDI in the aviation workforce?
I think there's just a risk that you might lose talent. If people don't feel included, they won't want to stay.
Absolutely.
So retention is so significant in the aviation industry, and so the ED&I element can really help achieve that retention. So a lack of it is just a risk of putting you on the back foot instead of the forefront.
Yeah, absolutely. So are there any upcoming projects you could tell us about under your role?
So at Heathrow, we've recently launched the Right Where I Belong campaign, which is the umbrella campaign for all of our equality, diversity and inclusion initiatives. So yeah, within that, there's a suite of events, campaigns, modules of learning, surveys that are there for our colleagues to get involved with and complete to really progress the ED&I agenda.
Yeah, good. And next, do you have any goals in promoting EDI in more senior positions to ensure that Black, Asian, minority ethnic people are reflected in these roles?
Personally, for me, now that I've stepped down from my role as Enhanced Network Lead at Heathrow Airport, it's really finding a way to continue to champion equality, diversity and inclusion without being a network lead. So how I can really filter that into my day-to-day work that I do with the teams that I work with.
And just as a final Vox Pop question, what is one quality you have harnessed from previous experience and education that you champion in your role?
I think the key one for me is interpersonal skills. It's so significant to be able to build those working relationships with your colleagues, with your clients, with the customers, and really focusing on that skill set to help aid those conversations. And I think that has really come from my days as a teacher, as a recruiter, as leading a diversity network, to now working as a strategic partnerships manager. So I definitely think that is one key skill.